What's up, everybody? This is Autoboticon97 back with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus the Warrior. I've been looking forward to this figure for a very long time. For the packaging here, as you can see, you got the really nice image here of Cyclonus here in robot mode as well as in his jet mode, and it's really kind of a really nice artwork here. Sorry. And obviously he's a Voyager, and on the back of the box you got the kind of like the Kaon City badge right there, and you got the pictures of him in his robot mode as well as his jet mode. And on the other side here, then we have the Kingdom packaging, especially the Kingdom poster here. As you can see, we got the Megatron, Galvatron slashing face right there. Obviously, we got Unicron at the top, and of course, who can forget Beast Wars Megatron right there? And yeah, the Scorponok, Black Arachnia, and obviously the Nemesis. And there we have Rhinox. We got Dinobot, and there we have the other characters right there: Tigatron, RC, Eraser, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, Cheetor, and good old Rat Trap. But for the packaging about this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's crack him open and see how cool he really is. So here we have the Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus here, opened up out of his packaging, and as he comes packaged in his robot mode, and what an amazing figure he is. And as you can see, this has been detailed absolutely amazingly. It captures all of the essence that Cyclonus needs to have, like the shorter wings and the bunny ear type head here. And the face sculpt. Ooh, that face sculpt is so lovely. That face sculpt definitely screams Cyclonus. And you guessed it, the light piping has returned. And now when I'm showing the back here, I mean, what back, huh? Come on, he's one of the most cleanest Transformers Kingdom figures here that I've taken a look at so far. This is really great here. Now you might not notice here on the camera here, he has different shades of purple here on his arms, and even on the bunny ears of his. And as you can see, you got the translucent orange plastic here, like they would used with the eyes, and obviously the Decepticon symbol right there. And again, like I said, the different little purple color here of his forearms right there, and you got the purple, lighter purple and metallic purple here on his knee guards, and purple painted here on his toes. Just an absolutely amazing looking figure here. Now in terms of a size comparison here we have him next to his rival Siege Leader class Ultra Magnus here, and as you can see, he is a bigger Voyager here. I mean, he's the biggest of them all. When I'll take a look at Optimus Primal, he is certainly bigger than that. So stay tuned for Primal review as well. And come on, he's a bigger Voyager, and he's almost reaches to the Ultra Magnus' size. Which is accurate. I mean, Ultra Magnus was definitely bigger and bulkier here, and this is really nice. Now, in terms of his articulation here in his robot mode, his head is on a quizzical joint here, right there, more of like a swivel joint, a ball joint. Look, he can look up and down, bend left to right, look left to right actually. looks like the side. His arms rotate the way around. They move in and out, and I love the fact that they included this to really blend it with the shoulder. Obviously, you got the bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and as you can see, he's holding his gun, which is painted silver on a purple plastic, but it's definitely a nice, accurate looking gun right there. And he does have a waist rotation. Trust me, he has a wrist swivel, but on this arm here is a little bit more tight right there. So moving on, arms out of the way, back and forth at the hips, in and out. Very tight thigh swivel. Double jointed bend at the knees here, which is a little bit hollow right there, and was also hollow here on the back, but because of the transformation, we'll get to that. And accidentally, the legs do have the ability to collapse like that, and they do move forward and back, and of course, you guessed it, ankle tilt. Signature Warp Cybertron Trilogy ankle tilt. So all the poses that you could get with this guy is definitely there, but definitely be careful with the legs right there. But I'm gonna say, if you were looking forward to this figure, you have the absolute right to do that. I mean, and just a solid looking robot mode. Now for the transformation here into his jet mode is amazingly cool. You get the kind of like the mini masterpiece figure out of this vibe here. Or more like a masterpiece figure type transformation right there. So let me show you the transformation here. First we want to do, obviously, we're going to remove the gun here. So put that off to the side. And we're taking a look at his arms here. They lift this part of the forearm up. Rotate it this way around. Not this way. Actually, this way. So that you get the thrusters. Like this. And fold it down. So it kind of like a Mega Man vibe going on right there. Then rotate here like this. Then take the flap here off the wing, fold it down, and unpeg it here from the double joint, and slide it away. And as you can see, there's a slot right there, and there's a little tap here on the side of the wing. And when you peg it in like this, there you have one of his arms done. Do the same thing on the other side. Open the forearm. Rotate it around to reveal the thrusters. And fold it down. Rotate it here so that the fin is facing forward. Fold the flap down. Rotate the wings back into the double joint. And tap it here on the outside of the forearms right there. And kind of like he's now Batman cape thing right there now. Okay, moving on. Now moving on to the legs. There are, like I said, they're on the double joint here. So take the leg, bend at the knee like this, and collapse it all the way inside. Very much like kind of like the Combiner Wars-esque type thing here right there with the legs going on. Now moving on to the back. Fold the feet down and open this back section here of the foot, of the leg, and fold the feet inside. Flip out these bits and clip them down. And then combine the legs together. And for the legs, you almost get the Siege Soundwave vibe going on right there because of the legs here. Now moving on to the top, and this is where you get the masterpiece type vibe here of in the transformation right there. So what you want to do here is open up the sides of the shoulders right there, and you move them on the double joint, and open the section here, and open up the chest section, and rotate the entire head section all the way up like this. And this is where where most of the nose cone here is stored. And open this and extend this piece out, and it will peg it into place. And fold this piece out to fold up the tip. Fold it back up. I'm gonna close the chest piece back and fold this piece up. And the arm hinges here on the double joint. So what you want to do is take this. You want to rotate in such a way so that the cockpit is actually facing the front, and there's a little slot section right there, and there are some slots here on the back of the on the legs right there, so they will peg it in here. Then take these entire hinges and fold them down to form the sides. And then rotate the arms around. And again, make sure anything stays connected. And there are little the tabs right there on the inside, on the sides of the legs, and her little tab holes here on the sides of the forearms. And what you want to do then, you want to peg them in. Do the same thing on the other side. If you could get it properly. And boom. And there you have Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus, the warrior, in his absolutely amazing looking jet mode. Now taking a look at Cyclonus here in his jet mode. This is amazing. Like I said during the transformation, I really get the kind of like a masterpiece vibe here because of the transformation, and I love the way how the nose cone tucks away inside his chest here for his robot mode, and is really clean on underside here. You can see the chest here and you can see the legs, but most of it is really clean here. Now my only critique here in the jet mode here is I can't for the life of me fold these bits inside here. And I believe that's the same thing here with the other copy, with their own copy of this figure. But I don't mind. It kind of like gives them the air intake kind of thing. And I can't say how good he looks in his jet mode. And you get the orange translucent cockpit right there, where actually Galvatron rides inside there. And you get the darker purple highlights here on the wings. Like I said, the different color here of the forearms, and again you get the white here on the forearms right there, and even on the back, where as you can see here, where his arms were there, you can see support for blast effects right there, which is awesome. Now taking a look at the nose cone section here, and you got the darker purple right there, and always continue to the, there's some nice silver paint right there, and also one nice thing included, he does have landing gear. These ones on his shins are really easy to get out. But on this piece of on the nose cone section here is really tough on mine. And so you can send him down like this. Amazing looking figure. Definitely amazing looking. And they really mastered the engineering here on these G1 guys. And even on the Beast Force guys, I'm getting kind of like getting like a miniaturized masterpiece figure. I mean, and I'm surprised that we're getting a good Cyclonus figure without even getting his masterpiece counterpart right there. We haven't even got his masterpiece counterpart yet at all. Neither of Scourge nor Galvatron. I'm looking forward to Kingdom Leader Class Galvatron right there. Once he gets revealed, I'll be so getting him to review. Now, in terms of the storage of the weapons, you can see you got the ports here on the underside of the wings, and obviously you got the hole on the top where you can store his gun. And it kind of looks awful, but definitely much more accurate to the actual artwork. But what can I say? So some final thoughts. I absolutely love this figure. Like I said, the only critiques here of the jet mode here is this thing right there where it's open, it's not flush all the way. And everybody's been complaining about the colors of this guy. Actually, they're accurate. They're very much accurate to the 1986 animated movie. So I don't mind the colors so much, but I like the colors so great, and it blends in with the figure really nicely. I mean, you got the really nice looking jet mode, really clean looking robot mode, and the jet mode is absolutely amazing. I mean, and I also said the transformation here is very much like kind of like a masterpiece figure, and I highly recommend this figure. And until next time, guys, till all are one.